I'm going to show you how to add a YouTube video to your beehiiv website and make it look good. I'll also show you the YouTube integration that brings in either your channel videos or playlists that you specify and keeps those updated. That is built in, and you can see that right here above the single video that I have right here. The single video embed is not an easy thing to get looking good unless you add a little bit of HTML code, which I'll show you in just a second. In order to get this feed right here though, all you have to do is bring in from your Insert New Elements tab this integration for YouTube right over here. So you just drag that over here and it will bring up this dialog box right here. Over in the right-hand side, you can change the channel ID if you're doing a channel, or you can change the playlist ID if you toggle this to a playlist. If you're doing a channel, come over here to your main channel website, click the More button right there, and then under this Share Channel selection, you just copy the channel ID. So that'll give you your channel ID. We can toggle this to channel, throw that in there, and you can see now I've got those 3 most recent videos from my channel. If you wanted to do a playlist, you have to navigate to a public playlist, and then up here in the URL bar, everything that's after that equal sign right here, all this stuff that's highlighted, that's the playlist ID. So you just come up here and highlight it and grab all this stuff. In the same way, bring it back over here, toggle this to playlist, and now we've got that playlist instead of the channel. All right, I'm going to delete this block, and then I'm going to highlight the one that I already had in there. Once you've got your playlist or your channel ID already in here, then you can change the number of columns, the different layout, how many different items are selected, whether or not you have here we could put 6 items in there for the 6 most recent videos. We could change this so that it goes from a free selection. So if I just want these 3 videos or these several videos, I could select them freely. Now I'm going to delete this because I don't want one of those. I just want a single video. And this was not as easy to do. So what you have to do to get a single video is come over here to the video that I wanted to embed, this one that's not yet released, click the Share button, and then click the Embed Video button. So this right over here is all the stuff that you want. Now, I'm going to show you though what happens when I copy this and I come back over here and we're going to embed a HTML widget. And let's put it right up here above this sign up now. So what it says to do is this is an HTML block. You got to configure this. Over here on the right-hand side, we just click configure and it brings up a nice new code editor. This has got a preview built in that didn't used to be there, so it's much better now. But see what happens when I paste this in is I get the regular box embed. And I'm going to click save. Let me show you what happens. What if I don't like how it appears when I go to a draft? Let me do the mobile version and show you the issues that we can run into. There we go. So on mobile, this is going to be spilling over the edge. That's not at all the experience that we want. Scrolling down again right here, going into mobile version, it's allowing it to spill across the edge. So see how the one that I've created down at the bottom properly readjusts its size and is centered and everything? That's what we want, right? In order to do that, let's go back to the main desktop view, scroll back down to this embed code. Let's go back down to the one that I have created here. So the difference is we need to have an aspect ratio thrown into this iframe. So I've got a line here where I've added some style to it. So I've added this style that basically says I want the width to be 100% and the aspect ratio to be 16:9. And I threw on a border radius of 12 pixels because I like those rounded borders. Everything else is pretty much the same, but let me show you the difference when I come up here to this one and I configure the code and we go in here and we look and we see that out of the gate, YouTube wants to throw a width and a height on here. Well, just delete that. We don't want a width and a height on here. We can click enter because all these things can be on their own line. The source is that, and then I'm going to paste in that style. And that's the only thing that I need to bring in over here. And right here, the preview looks good. I'm going to click save. That looks good. And then I'm going to go over here to the preview itself, and I'm going to do the mobile preview like we did just a second ago. Scroll down and we can see that that indeed has fixed the issue. So if you're like me and embedding single YouTube videos on your beehiiv site, this is the way to do it. I'm not sure why this is not built in already. I can only assume it's going to get patched at some point in the future because coincidentally, or ironically, I guess, enough, the old legacy website builder had a pretty much you just paste in the YouTube link to a video and it would do all this for you. So there was no issue with that. So this is one thing that got worse on the new website builder. Hope that's helpful for you. Check this video out next. If it was, click like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next one.